So we want to go ahead and start off with 3 pounds of chicken legs, and what you're going to do is slit the chicken leg or the legs, like, you know, just a little deep. Like you can see, my mom just cut it and it hit the bone, so that's how far you want to go. And the reason why you're doing this is just so all the masalas or the spices can get inside the cuts, and when you bake them or cook them or deep fry them, whatever you want to do with them, it's gonna stay, like all the sauces and all the flavors are gonna go inside the meat as well as on the outside.
Sprinkle.
She's gonna sprinkle a couple of black powders, or well, not a couple, she's just gonna sprinkle this box of black powder, not the whole thing, just a little bit. And this is just the black pepper by the table
garlic powder.
Garlic powder. And garlic powder is always good for the health because it prevents heart diseases, cancers, and it helps with a lot of other diseases as well. Now this is a spoon, like a little plastic tablespoon or teaspoon, whatever you call it, of salt, or it was a spoon and a half. Or she said you can put it in there as much as you think is going to be good for you, like depending on your flavor.
Chili powder.
Next is going to be chili powder. You can find this in any local grocery stores. Put in, like I said, as much as you like, as many spices you want.
That's it.
This right here is called zeta, so if you don't understand it in English, it will be cumin. All we did is just grinded the cumin up in this, or the zeta up in this little blender or grinder, and she's just gonna go ahead and sprinkle that on the chicken as well, and that was 2 spoons and a half. And then right here we have coriander powder. Now you can put in fresh coriander or just the powder, but we've got the powder, and as you can see, she put in a spoon and a half. Okay, this is probably like 3 of the plastic, maybe like 4 or 5 of the plastic spoons of oil, and you want to go ahead and just sprinkle this all over the chicken, and then she's just gonna go ahead and mix it all together. Then you're gonna go ahead and stack them right next to each other, or place them like right next to each other. You don't really want to do it on top of each other because then it's not gonna cook it well. You want the heat to spread out to all the chicken legs or all the pieces. Now you don't have to do this directly with chicken legs. You can do this with like breast pieces. You can do them with like regular boneless chicken. You can do it with whatever you want, but we usually like chicken legs because it's what we do for Eid. And yes, this is an Eid dish, so sorry that we're kind of late on it, but you can still eat it because it's so yummy. As you can see, it is placed on a stove. And if you feel like you need to add more oil in it, if it's not cooking well, go ahead and add it to your preference. And she's just gonna go ahead and put the lid on there, and then it'll be cooked, and we'll show you the results. If you want a more intense flavor, if you want more spice in it, like I said in our last video, we usually eat with food with like a lot of spices. So my mom also slipped this into it as well without my recommendation or without my consultant. She slipped this into it. So if you want to add this in it for a little bit of a more spice, go for it. This is definitely going to give it a better tasting flavor, whatever. And then this right here, I showed you this in my last video. This is the curry powder, and you can find this, like I said, in any local Indian or Pakistani grocery store. This usually is for color. It also is also good for your health. I know Indian brides usually use this for their skin with, like, you know, they usually use this for facials and stuff. I also use this in one of my avocado facial videos. So you can use this in here to give it more healthier flavor, better flavor, and also a bit of a coloring to the chicken. So this and this is a recommendation, or you know, it's an option for you guys if you want to throw this in there. Sorry, and I was just picking out a little corn that was here. I don't know how it came here. Once you're done, this is how it should look. As you can see, it's well cooked. And I also garnished it, you know, decorated it a little bit. I put lettuce on the bottom. This is coriander right here, and then also some onions. But it's really like well cooked. You don't want to have it tender or whatever you would say. You really want to have it well done, and I'm going to show you how it looks once I cut it up. So as you can see, it is really like nice and cooked. Move. That's how it looks. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys can follow the steps really easily. I'll post everything in my description box. Yes, it's really loud because my mom and my aunt, they are screaming right now. So this is just how it looks, and I'll go ahead and post everything in the description box so you guys can follow all the ingredients and all the steps by step, and yeah, have fun. And yes, she said you can call her mom.